there guys, and welcome back to UnJaded Jade. So it has been a while and I've just got back from my gold DOV expedition in Norway, so I've been pretty busy. As you know, school starts next week, and as you equally know, school is a time of great things but also stressful things. And that's why today's video is about how you can get a bit more organised for going back to school. And this is really exciting, okay? Because today's video is actually sponsored by the wonderful app Amino. And in the few months I've had YouTube, I have had many different brands contact me, and I'm quite picky about what I choose to promote. And this is the first sort of brand deal I've taken because I really like this app. It's kind of the ultimate back to school kind of app. There are lots of little communities based around different interests. So for example, there is a whole amazing list of different back to school aminos. There's everything from bullet journal amino to studying amino to back to school outfit amino if you just want some like more inspiration for outfits. My favorite amino is the studying amino. I like it because it's quite varied. There's everything from really pretty notes, which kind of gets me motivated to make better pretty flashcards, to people's desk tours and that sort of thing. And I really like it because it's quite an interactive community. And I've actually spoken to quite a few people on Amino via the messaging thing. And also guys, I have my own Amino, so can you please go follow it? It's at UnJaded Jade, and as you can see, I just wrote a quiz post thing, so I would highly recommend that you follow the unique link in the description, make an Amino account, go over to my page and answer the question about how you feel about going back to school, and I can engage with you on that app even more. You can also search up Amino in the App Store, but yeah, the link in the description will take you to my favourite studying Amino. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into the organisation school, back to school hacks. I also just want to say it is very easy to do sort of organisational things which won't actually help you. It's very easy to splash out on cool stationery thinking that you are ready to battle the year ahead, whereas I'm less about aesthetics and more about functionality of organisation to keep me from getting stressed. So my first thing that I highly recommend is get yourself one of these. You can even make it yourself, but it literally just has all the days of the week, and it's almost like a post-it note form, so I can rip them off. Basically every single day that I come home from sixth form, first thing I do before I have my recreational time is I will sit down and I will write out everything that I need to do that day, like things I've been set homework wise, and I'll just blurt them out onto the day and try and get them done that day. This really helps me like stay on top of work, get organised, and I can also have the whole week in review so that I can carry things over to the next day if I need to. To-do lists in general and just lists, you can't beat them, you really cannot, because you're just blurting out everything you need to do and keeping on top of it. Tip number 2 is very specific to sixth form, but I recommend that you get folders, and not just any folders. I recommend getting ring binders because the amount of work and loose sheets you get is kind of insane and borderline unmanageable if you're not organised and on top of it kind of from the beginning. So my personal top tip slash hack is that I will have a day folder with me throughout the school day. So instead of carrying around a ring binder for each subject, I have one ring binder with plenty of dividers for each of my subjects. And when I finish a chapter at school, I will take out the sheets from that chapter and I will move them into subject specific ring binders here at home. So for example, here is my massive subject specific chemistry folder from last year, and there was no way I was going to lug this round and 3 more of these every single day. So instead I have one day folder, plenty of dividers, and each divider marks a different subject or a different teacher that I have for that subject to keep me on top of things. Tip number 3, this is quite similar, but I would recommend having a set space for each subject's work. So I did this at GCSE and I did this last year AS, and I'm gonna do it for this coming year of A-levels. I have a small drawer in my bedroom for each subject. And at GCSE I would have a drawer for like 3 subjects in that one drawer, or 2 subjects in that one drawer. But it just makes it a lot easier to know where to put your books and your sheets, and say you're hurriedly packing for the day ahead and you realise that you have maths. You don't need to go through all your books to find your maths book. You can just go straight to the drawer or the space of your cupboard where the maths books are found, grab it, done. If you have some homework, you just put it in the maths drawer. I highly recommend that you do find a space for each subject. Tip number 4, as soon as you get that school timetable, you're gonna copy it, okay? I personally make sure I have a copy of it in my locker, just in case for whatever reason I forgot my planner or something. I also copy it out into my planner, and I also photocopy it and I stick it onto my wall in my bedroom, so that when I'm packing for the school day, it's so easy. I just look on my wall, bam, it's there. You could always write it out on a post-it note, or even colour code it if you're into that kind of thing, like make subjects the same colour. But it just makes it a lot easier to know what subjects you have that day. It makes it easier to pack. And obviously the more times you're seeing your timetable, the more likely you are to kind of have an idea of what lessons you have on each day. Tip number 5, I also recommend that you do flashcards of different colours for different subjects. So I know that chemistry, my notes were always in pink flashcards, and for biology I'd have blue ones or green ones. And it just makes it a lot easier visually to find the right flashcards. And I also keep each chapter in a set of flashcards with a little clip over the top. Let me find my clip. Clip set. This is like something aesthetic off of Amino. So I will just clip my flashcards together with something like this. Keep them all organised, because trust me, you will have a lot as you go through the year. And bonus tip, make sure your brain is organised. And by that I mean kind of just have this positive mindset of keeping on top of things, because you can buy all the cool stationery in the world, but if you are not mentally on top of things, then what's the point? Do you know what I mean? So you just kind of need to consciously make an effort to be more organised this school year. And yeah, I hope this helped a little bit, and I hope that you check out Amino, because I do really like it. I've been using it for quite a few months now, and people on there are really nice because they share your interests. Thank you so much for watching, and I wish you luck for back to school. Bye.